Mount Rainier in the distance. There are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Ravens send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage.
Their own 11-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Bring it. Check nickel.
the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going with Lindsey. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball.
And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
To number 29.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They go play action now. Wilson. That is into the hands of Packard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
26-yard.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb down to the 25. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run with Chubb, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Loss on the play. It's second down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Brings up fourth down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown there. 79 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Yard gain on the play. And
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Ravens.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a timeout taken.
Gain of 16
Perhaps
yards.
a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's second down.
10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing on second down. Wilson, and he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
A couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This time Wilson will throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
11 yards there, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he will score. Touchdown. Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
43 for Mike, boy, 43.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home.
I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Ravens.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
41. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Back at the 47-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Rip left. Mike, 54. Mike.
2nd and 11. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Baltimore.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
The quarterback sacked.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Mike, 53. 53. Mike, 14. Pick up the ball.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
A big lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 49, Ravens 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has under pressure, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.